Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, lo-fi musician and producer, Blue Sirens. And this is where I hang out on the internet and talk about anything related to music. It could be anime, comic books, gear, whatever it is, you can find it here. And today, I want to share what I've learned from the second song that I've released this year called Warm Lights. Now, before I dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, Warm Lights. This is the second song I released in 2025. I released it about mid-January or so, and I don't think I actually started writing the song until end of December, or maybe around Christmas time, a little bit before that maybe. And this song started originally just by the chord progression, and it got me thinking about how did I get this chord progression going. And I remember seeing this clip about John Mayer talking about how he approaches songwriting. So in that clip, the biggest takeaway for me was that you have to be feeling the music. You can't just play four chords and then say, all right, what are we going to come up with that's going to go well with that? So for Warm Lights, my thing was I want to feel the chord progression and really feel like it's got a groove. So I just started playing chords and seeing, how am I getting this groove? Do I like it? Am I able to flow pretty easily to the next chord and feel like you're in the moment with the music? Because I remember, I think I already had a 4-chord loop, and I was like, let's trash that. Let's try something different. And I really like the chord progression I came up with, but I think one thing where the song kind of falls flat, and this could be something in the mix, but I just don't think it has a strong melody per se. And there is a melody there, but it's very, very background, and the chords are very upfront. So I think I could have brought that melody out a little bit more by having it, instead of being like panned to the right or to the left, have it be more in the center, and maybe adding a little bit more flair to it, because it's really just a couple of notes that are filling in when the chord is sustained, and there's like a background piano with some delay that I think is really cool and adding some atmosphere and texture for it. But I don't think it's really developing melody wise, and that's honestly what some feedback that I got from Submit Hub was. But I got some pretty solid feedback from Submit Hub curators as well. I was accepted to 18 playlists, and that was 64% of my campaigns that I sent out to. And the feedback that I mostly got was either this doesn't fit with our playlist, it's not really the vibe, or it was related to the melody not being as strong as it could have. And listening back to it, as I just listened to before I recorded this video, I can definitely see that perspective. So I get it. It's not the strongest melody, and this is kind of just, again, I think this track works really well on playlists that are chiller. They're not really trying to be in your, I don't want to say in your face, but they're trying to like grasp your attention. You put it on the background, and it's just like a good vibe to have on the background. So I think it works pretty well for those playlists, and those are the playlists, the study playlists, that it was accepted to, as well as a couple of sleep playlists as well. And if you look at this chart here, streaming wise, it did pretty good, I think. It was added to 222 playlists since it was released, and to me, that's not bad. Obviously, we always want it to be more, we want it to be higher, but I think that's still pretty solid. So overall, like, I do think that Warm Lights is a good song, but I think the 64% approval rate that I got on Submit Hub, I kind of agree with that based on who I submitted the song to. But if we were to give my song kind of like a Rotten Tomatoes score, I think it would be probably like 64 to 74, because there are elements that could be improved, and there are some elements that are kind of just missing. So again, I don't think it's a bad song, and I think most people don't think it's a bad song either. Most of the curators on Submit Hub said it's a good song, it just doesn't fit their playlist. So there's room for opportunity around the melodies and how present they are in the song. I think there were a couple of Foley elements I spent a little bit too much time on, but I think the drums, I think the chord progression, I think the textures, those are great. I did improve this on the next song, but there are a couple of transition sounds that are a little too loud in this song, and I improved them on my next song. But until that song's been out for a while, I won't be making a video about that. But let me know, what do you guys think about Warm Lights? Do you like it? Was there something you didn't like? Please give me your feedback in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you haven't listened to Warm Lights yet, it's coming up at the end of this video, but you can also stream it on Spotify and the link in the description below. And if you want to pre-save my next song, Depression Shapes, there's a link in the description below. So until next time, peace, and here's Warm Lights.